What it do, Moody? How it's going?
What's up? What's up?
Still on this porch. Glad it's actually a pretty nice summer day. It's a little humid,
Mm-hmm.
but
That it always is.
it's not as bad as it was. It feels like I'm not gonna say because August is pretty bad here in the DMV area, but yeah, I'm gonna stop what I was gonna say because I was gonna say maybe August is gonna be like the lighter month of the
Mm-hmm.
summer, but I'm like no, August is just as bad as like
It's not gonna be as bad as
it's not as
July.
it's not as long as July because like by the time you get to end of August, you're kind of getting a little bit of that fall weather.
Mm.
But there are some days where it's like Vegas when we were out in Vegas in
Mm.
August, and it was just like
we just came out of a heat wave. That heat wave was in July.
yeah,
So that was very recent memory that you're forgetting already.
Yeah,
we was
yeah.
burning up, bro, and like we couldn't breathe for like 3 days because of Canadian forest fires and shit.
that's facts.
Like, so,
That's facts. But
I
yeah,
mean, but August really, what that makes me think about more so, like I said, later side is just hurricane season. It's
Yeah.
late, summer.
for sure.
So that's just all because it's like usually that last hurricane or the last significant one was always around like either the
December.
start of the school year
Yeah.
or like either right before as it like
Yeah.
started. Like it's in September. So
Late
that's
August.
your last
like,
that's your last big storm, and then it's like all right, everybody go to school after Labor Day.
yeah.
So,
Be on the lookout, people. If you live in those areas where hurricanes are.
the Eastern
Hurricanes.
Seaboard and the Gulf of Mexico, basically.
We got a lot to get through. I don't have any Percy's.
Yeah, you do. You put it in here last week.
What? Oh, damn. See,
I gotta
that's what
catch
happens
you up
when I
with
don't-
Demon Slayer.
Oh yes, man. So I'm gonna try to do it. We could probably do it tonight after we could recap videos. Cause like I said, I finished season 1 and the Mugen trailer train.
You actually
recap.
watched that movie or that? Or
No,
you
it's
watched
all
a recap?
within the
Okay.
whole entire recap. I don't
Yeah,
have time to go through all of that.
Yeah, so that's it because that would be another 2.5 hours for you. That's what I'm like.
No, but I'm caught up on that, and I want to get through season 2, 3, and 4, and then watch the movie with y'all because you said it just came on streaming.
Yeah, it's on
so
Crunchyroll now. So
we're gonna do that while we got some wrestling on, and hopefully, that's gonna be hard because we're gonna be running at 10. We're gonna find a way to do it before the end of this weekend.
SummerSlam will be over by 10.
Oh, actually, yeah, because it starts in 6, so
Yeah,
that's
it's gonna
actually
be over
pretty
by
good.
10.
So we'll have some time to kind of get.
Yeah, it's plenty of time.
Yeah, I'm excited though. It's a lot to keep up. Like I was mentioning yesterday. It kind of feels like Game of Thrones, especially when you're watching
Of course.
the recast because there's so many names
Yeah,
and they're so intricate that I'm like, I had to bring.
and they're unique.
I had to pause the video and bring up like 2 wikis
Mhm.
just to kind of like make sure I'm
Follow along.
understanding like who's
Yeah.
what's what. And so, but it's been interesting so far. So
Yeah.
I dig it. I dig it. But yeah, we got to watch the movie hopefully by the end of this weekend. But yeah, that's my Percy.
Yeah, the elevator pitch of Demon Slayer, you already got it. I'm sure. But Muzan's a bad boy. That's like he's one of my favorite bad guys. Similar to like Orochimaru from like Naruto.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna sit here and beat the drum on him. It's a dope ass movie. It's already the highest grossing anime movie of all time. So
Yeah.
as much as you go to the movies, I know you aware of that. So
Oh, for sure. Like I
Shit
saw
is
it on the
fire.
calendar. I just I have no.
And we don't be
context
going
to
out to the
anything
movies.
That's happening in this movie. That's like jumping in. I mean, you could do that with Infinity War, but it's like still there's a lot of context that you're missing out.
Yeah. Because like you said, I mean, me and Trina, we don't be going out to the movies like that. And that was one of our 4 last year.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "Oh, baby, we going to this shit."
Yeah.
And we went, opening weekend, or like not opening weekend. We went like within the first 2 weeks.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited to catch up with that. But do you have anything specific you want to talk about?
I want to talk about this W. Let's hurry up and start this show.
Let's start the show.
Doors opening. Step back to allow customers to exit.
Proud to publish behave. You're my tag partner.
First by pro. Off the top rope. That's the re-up podcast.
A weekly stroll through the avenue of wrestling.
Follow us here on the YouTube channel. Like, subscribe. Follow everything at Wrestling Re-Up.
Episode 108 of the Wrestling Re-Up podcast. We have a lot of wrestling to get through. Any fun facts for 108?
I didn't look it up. You need to.
Yeah, I need to do my
too.
homework too.
So,
yeah,
I was like, but I feel like there should be something that we know off of 108. I feel like that's a
There's
easy
gotta
number.
be like a famous draft pick. Like again, that's the fallback of anything. It's like who's
the
drafted at
NFL,
108 or
the old NBA and NFL draft.
Yeah, you might get a baseball player or something like that.
The
But
old NBA drafts are crazy. I mean, shit, going
for sure.
37 rounds and shit. You can just claim whoever you want.
And now we're putting the second round of two nights now, right? The first round and the second round of NBA, and it's just like really,
yeah.
Like not the NFL, but nonetheless. We got a lot of wrestling to get through. We're coming off a pop-up show from AEW. We got 2 points on the line starting tonight at 6 o'clock with SummerSlam night 1 and night 2 tomorrow. So we got 1 point on your way, AEW Redemption. Let's recap that in the aftermath. We're gonna do just for the audience, we're gonna do the show a little bit differently because we want to get through these SummerSlam predictions, and it's also consecutively another dry week of wrestling that there's really not much to gloss over
except for the pay-per-views.
We can talk about that on the whole. We'll start with AEW, talk about NXT, then move on to SummerSlam predictions mixed in with the recap of the week. But Redemption, you won the points, and some decisions I regret not making.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, just a quick snapshot of it, like our girls would say on House of R, or opening snapshot, that's what they say. As we thought, I mean, in my estimation, yes, very predictable card. However, that still doesn't take away from like it's still AEW and they're still putting a fucking banger on. So it's like
the show is going to be like entertaining from a
it's not
wrestling standpoint, but as far as like again, is this Fastlane?
I wanted to not like it. That's what I'm telling you right now. I wanted to not like this show and. It was just too good, basically. To the point where I know we have never done this before, but I found a certain channel, where I was able to watch Redemption. We ain't gonna put them on blast here, but as I was watching it and I started grading it, like just the matches individually, because I had that thought where I was like, I don't want to like this show, and I really just wanted to watch the main event and obviously Fletcher and Bandito.
Yeah,
and I was like, okay. Everything else. So we're gonna hold serve because All In is a month away. And it's just too good.
There are some major things that happen on this show though.
Yeah, I'd say the very biggest thing, in my opinion, is that we have a new women's champion.
Yep. My birthday sis, which I wanted her to win, but I was just like, again, I'm sorry. I thought that the Divine Dominion versus the Triangle of Madness would be the thing, but now. As we see in AEW Dynamite, we saw Willow kind of get help from Chris Statlander.
Oh yeah, Stat.
Not Chris Statlander, right? Because she's with Lena Cross. Aren't they heels? No.
No.
Lena Cross is with Megan Bay.
Yeah, she's part of Divine Dominion. Yeah. No, Stat is a face right now.
And who's she come out with? I forget.
Hazuki.
Okay.
Yeah, Hazuki. She's that was the one when I remember it was maybe 2 or 3 months ago. And Mercedes had a match on Collision, and we were just like, who is this? Yeah. Doesn't matter. And we were like, this was one of the, best match of the week or whatever. But, yeah.
Yeah, I should have went with my birthday sis like I wanted to, but I played myself.
This is also where I feel slightly like I played myself also because before we even did the predictions, I asked you about, who's the bigger character, in AEW's mind, I guess. Or actually, I guess it was coming from my opinion because I was thinking
Jamie
she's more
Hayter and Alex Windsor came out.
Oh, Brawling Birds. That's right. Because they're
Sorry. But I was listening.
Yeah. But just having the discussion that we had off cam about is Tekla actually bigger than Willow? I'm I guess I was thinking more so her actual character, talking shit and stuff like that. She is very captivating.
She's having a great year, but
superstar.
She's having a great year, but this is not
Will you agree that she is a superstar in the sense of that charisma
I think she's a budding superstar.
Oh, she has superstar energy when she walks into a room.
I'm
not saying it's Richard Pryor, Dave Chappelle walking in. I'm just saying, but she exudes that. Yeah. So it's it's not I watched a clip online and they were covering, when Tekla won, like just the backstage.
Mm-hmm.
And it was all actually, it was the MVP's pod, and it was like a 2-minute clip. It was literally a compilation of like that exact question, like, "Are you surprised?" And like Swear was like, "No, not surprised." Yeah. Leo's like, "No, not really." Like everybody's like, "She's dope as fuck." So, but with that being said, where I say I feel like I'm slightly played is because the rivalry, like if we want to go with like, long-term booking and such like that, where it's like clearly what was supposed to happen. We forget that Willow got hurt,
Yeah.
and had to relinquish the title. She was supposed to be in
the Owen Hart Cup.
The Owen Hart. These roles are supposed to be flipped right now. Like Mercedes, that would just tell me that Mercedes is champion right now. Which, if we run this back and that's Tekla versus Mercedes for the title, Mercedes is winning that.
Mercedes is winning either way.
Exactly. Yeah, so it's like,
at least again, that's what we said last year with Tony. But
sure,
yeah. I believe this is more.
And Tony is like
that Mercedes is winning at All In.
Of course. But whether it happened at Redemption or not, like we would know that Mercedes is champion going into All In this year for sure. So, but it's like looking back on it, of course that's all right. We're just, got back on track a different way.
I should have went with my gut and stuck with Willow to win that match. The big thing that happened, you could say, is the obvious retention from Kenny, but that's not the biggest thing to come from that match. Mm-hmm. It's the aftermath.
Yes. Story-wise, like, I know, but this has been at least... How long has Will been part of the Death Rider, or this story been happening?
About a month and a half.
Yeah, I was going to say 2 months. Yeah, something like that. But, I mean, for it to be, like, I guess the last season arc, because I'm literally thinking, like, a season is 3 months. Mm-hmm. And it's like perfect timing going into All In. We're in the last month now, where it's like, this hasn't like lost steam yet. I'm wondering is like, because we know the matchup now, obviously. I mean, not like we didn't know what it was going to be or predicted it, but it's like, I hope that this doesn't like get as stale as like, I mean, we're going to talk about it later, but like,
we can bring it up. Like I said, we're going into Dynamite next, so we could kind of talk about the.
I just mean like when
the match and the aftermath.
Yeah. Because we know that we're going to be. Well, either way, the actual what happened, Kenny Omega retaining, but then like you said, the aftermath of the Death Riders coming down and basically Moxley like, hey, you being too nice and shit, like fucking kill this motherfucker, pulling out the bag like he did with Bryan Danielson, but Kenny's like, hey, motherfucker, I see this bag over here, and like, hits him with the one-winged angel. Mm-hmm. So slight thought of like, that wasn't a heel turn because Young Bucks were down there and
he ripped the bag up. Like,
I'm talking about Kenny. Yeah. But yes, because we saw Will rip the bag up and resist and say, no, that's my friend, whatever. But Kenny was stunned during this time. He didn't catch all that. All he sees is a bag, and you're in the ring. And so it's like, no, hold this, dog. And that was his justification, obviously, this week. So, but it was cool. I mean, except I'm going to segue into that. Like, I did like the very beginning of the show, and even previous to the show, they showed the clip of the Death Riders backstage. Mm-hmm. Did you see this?
No.
Oh, okay. So this was like actually like important context, and it's like that is the story of like Moxley being like, pull the trigger and shit, and then they're backstage after they left, and they're watching Kenny and him in there, and he hits him with the one-winged angel, and Moxley is like, man, I fucking told you. Of course, like Moxley is right. He's been right this whole time, so it's all the more reason that he's going to hit him with a Tiger Driver at the end. So, that's my thought right now. But, him giving the Death Riders patch back, because he said he gave him the offer, right? So it's like, okay, that was
like
cool.
Him leaving the X-Men.
I guess because it's like this is just it's weird because it's like I wish that it was more formalized that he was in the Death Rider. Like Sammy was like a legit.
Like I said, we were saying that he was part of the Death Riders like a few weeks prior to them kind of acknowledging it on television.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like I said, it was like Mox and Ospreay were having like their second tag team match, and it's like Will Ospreay has officially joined the Death Riders, and I was like. I was already saying he was part of the Death Riders as soon as he started basically like hanging out with him.
I think it's funny because we're in the cut deep wrestling fan. So I was like, as you keep up week to week, it's like, all right, I can see it. This is where I'm like, I use all the technicalities in the world because you're like, oh, Divine Dominion and Mercedes Moné are just like together now. Yeah. I'm like, no, you need a faction name. Like, this is just a loose arrangement right now. You know what I'm saying? But like, the thing with that is that obviously this is the very top of the card. This is the main story. Like, so it's like every single bit of it, like, don't want to use the word cinema, but like, detail oriented. It's not official until it's official. So like, we even stretch all those training, like backstage segments out all the way until, 2 weeks ago when he's like, oh, you got your choice now. Like, now you can be a Death Rider. You haven't been a Death Rider this whole time. Like, not in our eyes. So now it's like we're giving you the formality of it.
I guess that's the difference between AEW storytelling and WWE, because immediately I'm just like, yeah, they're a faction now.
Yeah. But this still leans towards, your booking of like, because you were asking if he's a Death Rider at the end of the night.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think I said no. But
did I say for Redemption or was that for
All In? Okay. Exactly. That's where I'm getting at. Where I'm like,
they did it early, which was kind of surprising. Because but like, is this him just eventually finding his way back? Like he knows that Moxley is right.
Yeah, exactly.
And he should have pulled the trigger.
So, and then this is him actually being brainwashed, or not, maybe not brainwashed, but like he follows the bloodline, scripture now. Yeah. Or not Death Rider, excuse me.
Yeah.
But
if you didn't want to make it Fastlane, you've done, again, the Willow thing's probably a little bit more predictable if we just trusted our guts and just went with Willow like we wanted to. But I don't think we would have thought of the actual, like, Will Ospreay leaving the Death Riders prior to All In. We thought that would either happen at All In or he would just kind of leaned more into being a heel. I think the intrigue for the next few weeks before we get to All In for the storyline makes it, again, holds its top spot in the power rankings of these matches.
Which, to add some more flavor to it, and once again, you don't want it to get stale, like, when we're just overcooked and we're ready for a match like a Brock and Oba or like a Seth and Roman, like honestly, the last 2 weeks of Seth and Roman, I didn't mean.
Yeah.
But like, they're so ingrained in WWE that it's like, this is like asking me like why Naruto and Sasuke are fighting.
Yeah.
As an anime nerd, it's like, bro, what do you mean? Have you not seen the last 350 episodes? Like, so
I got a 5-hour documentary on YouTube that somebody made about the rivalry between Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega.
And it's like, come on,
you got the time, you should watch it.
But just to once again, to bring it more current, this week on Dynamite, you add a dash of like, I mean, he came back 2 collisions ago and we ain't see him, but he made his little appearance and we saw him again on Dynamite at the beginning of this after Will Ospreay immediately rejects the Death Riders. He bumped into who? Hangman Page.
Yeah, that was good too. A surprise return.
So just that whole segment right there. I mean, that's his first one on Dynamite.
Was Hangman just taking a break, or was he actually injured?
I don't think he was injured. I think it was a break. Yeah,
he lost. He left after that losing his title.
After he lost to MJF. Yeah. So I think it was just a break thing. I mean, obviously, he was the main character for like
almost a year and a half.
Yeah. So, but yeah, just having that segment of like, Will is like, I can't trust anybody.
Does Hangman join the Death Rider?
I don't know, but we can chew on that. Like, just give me this. But he's just like, Will is saying, I can't trust Mox. I can't trust, Kenny. Basically, I can't trust anybody. I can't talk to anybody about this. And Hangman is like, yes, you can. You can talk to me if you need to. Even though Ospreay is literally like stiff arming him at this point, he's like almost relieved in a sense. It's weird, like, because he doesn't have the title opportunity. So if you can trust anybody to talk to, it would be Hangman, because he can't come after the title that you want. So it's just interesting. Maybe, like you said, maybe Hangman joins the Death Riders or some shit. Or maybe he costs Ospreay
again, the intrigue, or whatever. The fact that you
for whatever reason
left intrigue for the next 3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah.
For the storyline, again, held his top spot on the power rankings of the most anticipated.
If Hangman is continuing, if he is part of this story, like going forward all the way until All In, this would be extremely like high. I mean, it's already highly.
I mean, was Ospreay there to help Hangman win? Was he one of the?
Yeah, he got hurt. Yeah, that's when.
Well, I'm saying when Hangman won at All In.
Okay, that's when
Danielson. It was Ospreay and
Swerve.
Swerve.
Yeah, and that's when Claudio fucking Pillmanized him. and like put the chair around his head,
Okay.
and, stomped on him.
Yeah.
And then Swerve was the last one to come out and
Yeah.
gave him the chain. So yeah, he sacrificed his neck and all that shit for Hangman. So
Hangman pays it back. But again,
but he helped him. So
but maybe he
partially,
understands that like if for you to win this, you gotta listen to Mox.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe he's on the Mox payroll and he don't need, and like Ospreay don't know.
The only thing he said,
the fact that we can have this conversation coming off like what would be in WWE terms that be pay-per-view, pop-up show. I think again, those two events were great in itself to make this a worthwhile pay-per-view.
Yeah. And my match of the sorry, any more?
No, continue.
Yeah, just to get through the rest of the Redemption recap, I had to put this on here, match of the year contender. Obviously, when it was just on paper, Fletcher and Bandito.
Yeah.
That was the only match that I text you about. Because it was just the spot of like when Bandito hits a frog splash to Fletcher on the outside. It's literally like video game shit. The camera is like right there in the pocket. Like you hear the fucking smack too. And it's just body on. I'm like, fuck, dude. Like him hitting you would have to call it. Remember, he has Fletcher in the full Nelson or the Hurt Lock, whatever. And Fletcher is bigger than being Bandito, so he pulls him over. But when he pulls him over, his legs spring off of the top rope and he does a 21 dragon suplex. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, he can just do this. Oh, like, he's hooping, bro. Like, he's Shay right now. Like,
yeah.
It's crazy. Bandito and Fletcher, but it's a turnbuckle brain buster. I mean, predictability, sure, but it was just like, God damn, boy. Like, Bandito he's in his bag.
Let me pivot real quick. We did get two comments from Jacob Robertson saying, "What up, fellas? How y'all doing?" And he had a question saying The Rock, I don't know if it's a question or a statement, but we'll get to this in the SummerSlam. But The Rock returns at SummerSlam tonight and tomorrow night.
I saw a lot of fuss about this, and the only thought being is that Rock ain't got no like movies going on right now.
They just put out the trailer for Jumanji 3 or whatever, but he's been getting a lot of flack for basically not pulling anymore.
For duds. Yeah. Like looking back at his like few movies and stuff, and it's like, all right, well, you can always come home, right?
I thought he acted well in the Smashing Machine. I think the story was very straightforward. That was the documentary of it, the movie is based on. The documentary is way better. It came out like 1998 or like 2001 or some shit like that. But
so I guess
his acting wasn't the problem. It was more of the writing of the movie.
No. Did he get a Golden Globe nom for that?
I think he might have got.
Okay, at least he got a Golden Globe nom for that thing.
That's an interesting premise that we might see. What would he jump? I guess it would be the Roman and Seth match, especially with the rivalry between Seth and Roman, and what happened when Cody was fighting, and at the WrestleMania,
Cody Crybabies
kickoff and whatnot, and then Seth Rollins ended up punching the Rock or whatever, or cursing out the Rock. But yeah, we'll talk about SummerSlam fairly soon. But thank you, Jacob, for joining us and participating.
What's the Smashing Machine on Rotten Tomatoes? Or actually, better yet, Letterboxd, since you'd be on Letterboxd so much.
Rotten Tomatoes, I would say, is like 72, and then Letterboxd 3.8.
Damn, you are spot on. Almost 71, so right there, but you still missed on like Price or Right rules. Letterboxd 3.2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so. I
think I gave it a 3. So, but yeah. But other things on Redemption. I should have just booked. This is, I guess, the most WWE booking. The match, of course, is great, but of course, Andrade. I picked against Andrade because I'm like, he doesn't need the international title. He needs one of the international or the continental titles. Yeah. Like, it's not the weight class you should be working in. But again, you want to pay him off for the work he's been doing. He's got new music as of Wednesday.
Reggie is fuck. Reggie, you change Kill the Messenger. It's insane.
Yeah.
Insane. But once character change, it makes sense. And even in the chapter of whatever chapter that Andrade is in, what it seems to be the real Latino man. or the real Latin man, I think is his new gimmick. It was on his Titantron as he came out with his new music. So, but whatever. But yeah, he's national champion. Congratulations to him.
You picked your boy, and I it makes sense because Jericho, like you said, starting off with like bringing a new gimmick or just a returning gimmick and whatnot. That he should have been
the worst gimmick. That was where I'm like,
he should have been the favorite for me to just pick him off rip. But again, I thought Ciampa was going to get back. But
the end of this, this was like my lowest, I guess, quality matchup. I wouldn't say that. Actually, I watched. I would put Cope and Cage and Death Riders right there too.
Yeah,
maybe that's more so the predictability factor for that one. But yeah, the drill to the head at the end. Do you see this?
No. This gets to Kaz's point of AEW pay-per-view.
Shoes says that, yeah.
Where I'm like, yo, they running.
You can't pull you might as well bring a gun in.
I'm talking about Kaz talking about, again, not complaining about this, about these shows being on Sunday night and running for 5 hours.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, I fall asleep.
Yeah.
So I watched probably a good more than half of this. I did not see Fletcher Bandito. I probably saw to Mark Davis Andrade. Probably, but either way, yeah. But I should have went with Jericho just for the gimmick. Yeah, Cope and Cage was good.
Even the story of Young Bucks getting the win.
That's one of my favorite matches. The Young Bucks versus John Moxley and Will Ospreay.
Because that was the continued story of the mentorship of Moxley and Ospreay just within that. So him even again in that match not pulling the trigger where it's like I was like, why are this is the number one contendership, and it's like, oh yeah, they have been undefeated, they have been tagging in this Death Rider story this entire time, so I guess it makes sense. And I think he's like, oh yeah, he gives him a steel chair and he's like, hey, go to work, and he's like, nah, dog, he's like, motherfucker, what are you doing, enter Matt Jackson, basically a Van Daminator, kicking while as Ospreay is holding the chair, kicking it into his face. But even the story of the match, I really liked because it was really scary at first. You have the spot of younger brother Nick and Will Ospreay are in the ring, and as Ospreay comes off the turnbuckle, he backs into Nick, and it looks like they hit heads really hard. They headbutt each other, and it looks like Nick is more so shaken up and basically in concussion protocol. And Matt calls his number and he's like, hey, go sit on the outside, get healthy. And we're wondering if Nick is okay. And that's how we're learning that Moxley is kill this motherfucker, because he's all shaken up, and he's like, hey, Ospreay's checking on him. And he's like, and Mox comes in move, motherfucker, pile driver, just you gotta do it. So yeah, great mechanics of the storytelling until we get the super kick party for the win.
Yeah.
I think Moxley eats literally 12 super kicks at the end. Was I like that ending.
Shout out to Black Women.
Yeah.
Tonight, both winning championships. We talked about Willow, Maya World. Also, after a spectacular run, knocking off Athena, taking Mercedes to the limit in the Owen Hart Cup final. She ends up winning the TBS championship from Cheetah.
Very similarly, with Lyra with the first IC title, I'm because her wrestling has been great, but we don't know anything about Maya World other than Tony Schiavone constantly reminding us that her younger brother died in a car accident, and I'm like, okay, geez, we don't have anything else. That's real life shit. Yeah. So it's because we constantly bring
coming
up,
on a little
Mark,
heavy. Yeah.
We bring up Jay Briscoe and his daughter. Mark was bringing that up. Granted he was in the industry and stuff like
it's
that.
No different though. Charlotte saying that she fights for her brother.
Yeah, of course. But it's just they have we know who they are.
Yeah,
at least you know what I'm saying. They got over a decade in the industry and shit. So, but even still, I just want to care about her more as a character. So I'm hopefully, this title run will make me care because her wrestling's great. So
yeah, but can't she be like Kendall Gray? You know what I'm saying? Again, we talked about Kendall Gray in NXT that when she was cutting her first promo after winning the championship, it was you could tell that's not the character. Her character is just her.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And like knowing that she's like she looked up to Mercedes and is the reason why she's getting into wrestling. I don't know how young she is, but I assume she's early 20s.
Yeah.
Like that's like like that itself. She could be like a hybrid of like Bailey and Kendall Grace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like or I guess Willow, but I guess I'm sure Willow put out her thing, but I'm not sure if it's like defined within her character. But maybe that's just my ignorance. But you know what I'm saying? Like you just like, yeah, I'm rooting for this person. Kind of like Daniel Bryan. You know what I'm saying? It's like you just rooting for the person of Daniel Bryan. He doesn't really need a character. He can play a character.
Yeah.
Don't really need one.
Yeah. If that's what it is, and that's literally just a matter of time for us to get to know her and get interviews and stuff like that. Because we ain't to speak, but like I said, in ring, she's great.
Shout out to her.
Yeah, shout out to her. And that's like everything that we watched. We said all that. Cope and Cage.
We had 2 matches that we didn't make predictions because AEW likes to update their cards super late. But Double Chain tag team match. The Dogs defeated the Bang Bang Gang, Juice Robinson and Jay White. Dave Finlay and Clark Connors were on the dog side.
Yeah.
And Speedball in a 6-way ladder match to get a shot at the International.
Yeah, Fletcher's title.
Speedball Mike Bailey gets the win.
That's the right answer too.
Commander, Nick Wayne, and El Colon. And I'm like, yeah, when you look at the lineup, it's like, I love Beast Mortos. You're not getting that.
No,
Commander, you're not getting that. You're just
the best, one of the best bases
Nick
in
Wayne,
the world.
not really. You're just kind of like annoying at this point.
But with Tony's booking, I could see Nick Wayne. I could see that. Out of nowhere.
He'd be third in my power ranking.
Yeah.
It would be Speedball, Jack Perry, Nick Wayne. Yeah. In that order.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Speedball's the right answer.
But he's still not going to win, though, because, again, it's Okada and Fletcher, or a triple threat with Takeshita.
Yeah. But it was fun, though.
Of course. And that's the thing with this card. And I'll get to my Dynamite take, because I read through, again, I'm usually at the movies when most wrestling is happening, honestly. I read through the Bleacher Report, and then I'll kind of rewatch the highlights just to kind of fill in the color. But just reading through the Bleacher Reports and seeing the match cards, and just kind of like, I look at the names that are fighting, and I'm like, okay, I can already predict who's going to win, because like they had 4 title matches, I believe. Mm-hmm. 1 title change, the Demand winning the trios titles, but again, that is like, yeah, you can flip them titles. And even when I looked at who was fighting, it was like the Demand versus conglomeration. I'm like, you can easily see the Demand winning here, and it's not as shocking as it would as you would think, because again, it's like, okay, yeah, these belts are meant to be flipped at a frequent basis.
Yeah.
But looking at through all the other title matches, I'm like, yeah, they're not losing.
Yeah.
You can give me great matches, which is fine. They do it with every show for the most part that they do. It's like the in-ring quality is top notch. Mm-hmm. Some of the best in the world. But again, it's no different than WWE giving you like lack of wrestling, but like, okay, you're not gonna be in the wrestling, but at least give me like engaging storylines. And it's like, no, y'all treading water.
Yeah.
And that's what it feels like we've gotten the last few weeks. So like, great, I'm sure great matches all around. I didn't really care to rewatch them, because I'm like, who am I to watch? Again, there's a lot of entertainment. You're fighting for attention spans. So I'm like, yeah, I can watch this title match for like the national championship. Andrade just won it. He ain't losing it.
Yeah.
And you can do 5 kickouts, but you doing 5 kickouts just because it's a title match on a Wednesday night. Mm-hmm. Kind of diminishes the value.
You can't get more than 2 during the week. Yeah, at least bring the drama like for the 5.
But
6,
then when you got it, when it's a title match, you're like, okay, what's the minimum that you can give? Kick out.
Yeah.
On finishers on because it's already exhausting on pop-up shows.
Yeah.
But I think both AEW, I'm sure they probably, again, we could talk about it. They probably have the best show of the week again, but you're not hitting a high bar.
Yeah.
This summer has been pretty dog shit.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, with the exception of like, Moxley. The main story.
You got a couple good storylines. The main story is obviously the biggest thing right now. But even that is not hitting like top-notch storyline.
It's not?
I don't think we'll look back. And I think that if the payoff is satisfying at All In, fine. Like it will be up there in the uppies for best moment and all the. It'll be nominated like Sinners, sure.
It's gonna be nominated regardless. Yeah,
but right now I'm like, okay, like it's not. I think still Grande Americano versus OG Grande Americano is still number one
for match of the year, rivalry of the
storyline, all of that. That's right now. That is the Odyssey.
Because that was the one. Because I think that was at the beginning of the year when they had that. So like
about March, May.
Yeah, the first quarter of the year. So it's like that whole storyline was built. I mean, that was a year and change of like from the point that like Chad
continuing to Chad now and possibly winning his first singles gold in his home state.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, right, but I'm not even including Edge. If I'm just talking about Grande Americano versus OG Grande Americano, right now that is S+ tier, and I think right now with Ospreay and Omega, I think we're at B+, A-.
Okay, all right. Well, you said A-. Okay. Like I said, I mean, it has a chance to come up, depending on the ending and stuff.
I would say it's A.
Because I mean, we got
if I have to give my top notch level, it's an A.
Yeah, I'd say because I mean, we're gonna predict this way anyway, but so it's not gonna matter. But I got Chad Gable winning, so it's like within the smaller long story of El Grande versus El Grande when this started on as we said before, the Penta thing. Like, yeah, I don't think that's gonna be touched as far as like storyline building. How much I told you how much I fucking love that. Like even the comic book strip, like the whole build of it, that felt like Rock and Austin. So it's like it's literally that's S+ tier. I agree. Where this is at it's at least A, I think. But just to get to other things we can review, I guess. Yeah, the last bit of Dynamite though that happened.
Yeah, what did you want to talk? Because I just gave my general information of Dynamite because I'm good show. I've read it. I don't need to watch it.
Yeah, you're right. Just to run through the other things that happened. Yes, just like you said, Maya World just retained it or won it. Of course, she retained it against Persephone. Duh. MCMG debuted.
And Collision, on Collision. So, not a surprise, but hey, shout out to them. Yeah. And they're gonna go in here, put on some great matches with the Bucks. Yeah. And Edge and Cope and Cope and Cage and the Demand or whoever. Like they're good. They just were poorly utilized at WWE. But again, hopefully it's not shiny new toy and then get discarded because hey, where's the Hurt Syndicate?
Yeah, bro.
People have been asking about that a lot more recently. I've seen that on socials.
Mm-hmm. Seriously. Whatever. Yeah, and then I guess the last thought I had, I was like, United Empire is just like not Shield 2.0, but they're low key. I'm like, man, they're doing pretty well. Which United Empire is Ospreay, Fletcher, and Mark Davis.
Yeah.
So just the combination of it. I mean, it's more members of that, but that's all three of them that are in AEW. And that's the AEW segment of the wrestling re-up this week. You got any more?
No. Like I said, man, like this again, consecutive weeks of wrestling, and not just from AEW. WWE's a lot more guilty, I would say, than AEW.
Yeah.
As far as just treading water.
Yeah.
Like if AEW is like it's calmly treading water, I feel like like you're giving me great matches, but the storylines are kind of just again treading water. And I think WWE, it's like they're better. There's some good matches, but you're not obviously hitting the quality of like AEW because AEW's reaching for something different.
I will say, I just want to. I'd say Willow and Mercedes will be like stable probably by the time that we get there. Just because I'm like,
just good, yeah.
The story's known, and I don't want to say predictability, but like, hey, yeah, let's just get there already. So, I'm sure, and like maybe this week and next week, I'm gonna be like, bruh. Like, so just anyway.
Well, to get to the point for WWE side, it's like I would say, and this will start off our NXT conversation, but what I'm saying is going to bleed into the rest of the week and my general thoughts for the entire week, and why we're rushing to get to SummerSlam predictions. The biggest thing I think on the WWE side in general was Grayson Lawler's shoot kayfabe promo. Yeah. On NXT, re-debuting on NXT and basically giving a mic just to kind of genuinely exert his feelings on his status within the company the last few years and the NXT roster.
Mm-hmm. How he's kept Austin Theory relevant. He's still allergic to the microphone.
I want to put this at Primo, and I'll probably put it at Primo.
I'll put it at Primo.
But I put it at mid initially just because I'm like, is he actually going to win it, or are you just here to just be like a main roster dude?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sure if it's Grayson Waller returning to NXT, which if he's returning to NXT is going to be there for like an extended period of time. Yeah, like
he'll be there 6 months.
Maybe up until next, WrestleMania, whatever, the Stand and Deliver.
Yeah.
Fine. And he's kind of like reworking a character, or like whatever he's doing to kind of reinvigorate his main roster side. Fine. But yeah, if it's just like, I'm just more curious. I'm like, I think it was a great start as the return.
Yeah.
But how long? What is this?
Yeah.
And that's where I'm
and
like, is he a genuine threat? Yeah. How serious do we take him?
What's his 2K rating? Grayson Waller.
And NXT or just
no, I'm saying.
I would say
in general, because we know he's main roster. Main roster more likely is going to have a higher ranking than NXT guys will.
Let's say 79.
And Tony D is what?
Tony D is probably 77.
Yeah. NXT champion, former North American champion, faction leader.
Yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't when he gets called up.
I would have had him a little higher.
When he gets to the main roster, he's not getting bumped up. Like, he's going to be at 77. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's going to have to work. Like, I think Grayson Waller, has a little bit more charisma.
Mm-hmm.
And
we saw that on the mic.
He's a good ring worker, but I think Tony's not bad. He's good. He's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Especially again once he's got off that hardcore
the mob boss thing,
mob boss gimmick. I think he's really improved. But Grayson Waller just oozes charisma. There's no reason that dude has shit. Like, he's like Montez Ford.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why have these guys not reached their getting their opportunity on the main roster?
Yeah.
He didn't need to be paired. Austin Theory needed Grayson Waller more than Grayson Waller needed Austin Theory.
Absolutely. That was always the case.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, with that, it was fun because obviously he came back heel, even though he was getting cheered, and he shuts the crowd down and stuff. But if anything, that you can't help but still cheer him for is that he might be a heel, but like Grayson Waller and kayfabe, the heel character is still a feminist because he's like, you guys suck down here. Like, all the best wrestlers are the women. Like, they're ready to go. You guys suck. So, and who are you to say anything to him? Because guess what? He's been here longer than you, and he's on the main roster. He's been where you're trying to be at already. Yeah. So I really like that segment from him because, like you said, it's not like, and maybe this is skewed. It's probably skewed into a Primo because there's nothing else going on, honestly. Mm-hmm. But also, I wasn't expecting, Grayson Waller.
Neither was I.
Out, so
Neither was
it was
I.
The most interesting thing.
And that's why it's the most interesting thing across WWE, in my opinion, across the board this week.
Yeah.
Because everything else is just like, we just want to get to the matches. Let's get to SummerSlam. And there isn't saying anything. Like, some people really dislike the Joe Hendry Danhausen concert. Mm. I didn't really care to watch it because I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, Joe Hendry, again, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What is his thing on the main roster right now other than just like doing concerts and like
fighting being a little bit,
being Danhausen plus?
Yeah, I didn't even put it on. Yeah, I didn't even mention that on
So
here.
I'm just like, I was just annoyed. I'm like, can we get this man fighting for something, having a character other than just making corny songs?
Yeah, because I guess like the only real conflict,
like, you can do the concerts and you can do the stuff, but it's like, give me something tangible.
Yeah, because the only thing they were, I mean, I guess however much you want to call it, building, like, but his problem has been with the vision since he's been on the main roster, and that's it. But
what are you doing about it? Well, they hold tags and titles, get a partner. It's not going to be Danhausen.
Well, this is where we're going to creative, obviously, because it's not like Joe Hendry the person. This is Joe Hendry the character. Like, what are you doing? So it's like, because Danhausen ain't gonna like help you. I mean, he will help.
Yeah, I mean, obviously see that
he's not a threat. He's not a kayfabe threat. So the only threat about Danhausen is his curse. Yeah. So, but it is a lost in the shuffle. Like,
I don't even want him in the tag team division. That dude should be
a single guy.
He should be in the IC title right now.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he should be around that. I mean, hopefully that's coming around after SummerSlam. Maybe. We don't know, but
hopefully he turns on Danhausen.
He's not like his gimmick is not exactly what I said. He's just a nice guy. Like,
Danhausen curses him, and then it's like you think he's gonna get to the title, but then something ridiculous always happens.
Yeah.
So he's in like the last man standing, not the last man standing, the Money in the Bank, and like he's climbing up the ladder. Everybody's knocked out, and then all of a sudden, like the ladder just breaks, and like he falls and like hurts his ankle and has to get like taken out the match.
Crazy.
Like something always happens. Like he works his way up through an IC title, tournament.
Yeah.
Then in the finals, he just basically like Goldbergs himself and spears and gives himself a concussion.
I just thought like maybe like I'm trying to think like the ultimate. I guess if Danhausen unleashed a WrestleMania curse on somebody, not like a curse of WrestleMania, but I'm saying his most powerful, his most powerful curse. Yeah, right. You could do some long-term booking with that. Like I'm just thinking, something like that, and then just be like, literally like 3 years, like this, and he's like, dude, like it's like the Boston Red Sox, like realizing they're like, dude, no, this curse is fucking real. You know what I'm saying? Like
the Cubs and like just like something that just like. Yeah, he's gonna lose. He's gonna try his hardest, but like something is always gonna happen.
Nah, he's cursed, dude. Sorry,
he's cursed, bro. Like, that'd be hilarious. Yeah. That'd be hilarious.
That'd be funny if, like,
See, we worked our way into liking the segment. If that, like,
I was gonna say if they like, I don't know, if you somehow like kayfabe killed Danhausen, like Moxley and the Death Riders killed, like. I think the rules would still apply since he like so the curse would just still keep going, like. It'd be like because he like actually got let go and he's like in Ring of Honor now or something. I don't know, but that happened on Raw. What else was on Raw? The best thing.
What about NXT? Like just talking generally for the week. Yeah.
The other best thing of the week then I put this as a primo Raquel winning.
Yes, I put this as a mid, but mostly because it's a primo for Raquel because Raquel's been one of my favorites even prior to her style of wrestling kind of changing after some Kevin Nash tutelage. Raquel has always been like, I'm like, yo, she's entertaining. Yeah, there's a little bit of like, pokiness with her gimmick because again, when you play the clean cut baby face, it's very hard to get over.
Yeah.
But I think she's been adding some edge, the glasses, the bandana.
Big sexy. Yeah, she's big sexy now. I like that.
Leaning into that gimmick, like she's been stellar for 2 years. I mentioned it, I feel like last January when we were recording, or maybe earlier this year, but I remember mentioning it a while ago that I'm like, Raquel
she should just be the powerhouse of the division.
Yeah, well, I think she was nominated for. I may have nominated for like most improved. We have that, whatever. But shout out to her. That's a primo. The Judgment Day typical shenanigans is always gonna just make it.
Yeah.
A mid.
Yeah. The other things that I had for Raw, I had Javon getting the win over Rusev, but really this was for me because it was, just a match.
Yeah.
But I put Rusev no selling a loss ? Like
people said that about Queen Aminata, and it's like,
Well, this is like because this is me. This isn't nobody else. Like, so this is where I'm.
I've seen it on the internet.
Okay. Well, that's where I'm like.
I don't know. This is like. Socials.
Sure. I know it doesn't take explaining to you, but like it's like the wrestling equivalent of like I don't know what deleting WWE off your Twitter or shit, or like deleting like. Or it's like, are you upset? That's the only thing where I could think of where it's like, but so the slotting of Rusev, what you think about that? Like since he's come back.
I think he's been shown well as a threat within the IC title competitors. Is he ever going to win it? That's the thing. I think he's like, we're talking about like the Elite Eight of, Pokemon, bosses that you kind of have to get through. Probably like 7.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like maybe there's 1 or 2 people that somebody actually gaining the IC title need to get through. But prior to like actually winning the title, right? He's not 8.
Yeah.
But he's like 6 or 7.
The other things that happened, listen, I called him nothing.
Or not 8, but I mean like 8 meaning at the top.
Yeah.
So like, not it should 8 or 1, basically he's not the top choice, but he's 2nd or 3rd.
Yeah, I had a nothing segments from Oba and Brock and Seth and Roman. So that's
I actually saw the Seth and Roman one live, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm still going down with the ship.
Yeah.
But yeah, Seth is not winning tonight. I hate to say that, and I'm still gonna pick him, but he's not winning.
And yeah, that was basically it.
Anything from NXT that stood out other than
Lizzie Rain beat Izzy Dame.
Yeah.
And I didn't put it on here, but I remember I think they were wrestling Birthright. I can't remember. It was OTM versus somebody.
Yeah.
And
it was Birthright.
Yeah. And Carlos Del Mal showed up.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, but to help. But I mean, in that help, like I forget what his name. Not Lucian, Bronco. Yeah, Bronco was distracted. He's in Perros Del Mal. Yeah. So, and he left his boy in the ring and was like, because I remember last week there was a backstage segment where like he was like, yo, like what happened last week? And he was like, yo, you left your fucking boy. Like, you know, Birthright said that last week. He was like, yo, your boy got other shit going on. So it feels like OTM, they've been telling that story at least accurately, you know, the last 2 weeks. So like OTM.
We'll see. Was Carmen Petrovich there?
I don't know.
That's the biggest key. That's the biggest key. It's like, yeah, that makes sense for Bronco Nima, but I'm like, if it's Los Perros Del Mal, it's better be all of them. So I'm like, Carmen Petrovich got a League Natty side, and whatever faction that.
Oh yeah.
And you got to come out for Perros Del Mal.
Yeah.
Perros Del Mal. But okay, yeah. Again, nothing to you. If you didn't watch anything, you didn't miss out. Yeah. We. Like I said, I didn't even finish the analogy, but yeah, AEW's treading water pretty calmly. WWE's like at the chin of the water. It's just like, oh, help.
At least SummerSlam's tonight. So it's like,
yeah, but like, we've been ready.
Yeah.
If AEW in a couple weeks prior to All In is at this level, I would say the same thing.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm like, all right, you got 4 weeks and you just did a twist. On your major on your major storyline. Yeah. Your main storyline.
Not refresh it, but you add another dynamic. Yeah.
Seth and Roman, it's like, we get it.
Yeah. That's
Brock and Oba, we get it.
Yeah.
Seth and the CM Punk and Cody Rhodes, like, it's a toss up, but like, just get to the match at this point.
Yeah, true.
EO lived.
Yeah, that one. Ugh.
Because I even like me setting up this thumbnail, I'm like trying to like, you know, I have Roman, Seth, and Oba, and Brock, and you know, CM Punk and Cody, and I was like, let me just not have all men on here. Let me find something from like the main women's storyline. I'm like, I guess it's Liv and Io, right? Outside of the women's ladder match. And I'm like trying to find images to put in the thumbnail. I'm like, all there's just been is just like attacks.
Yeah.
There hasn't been any real dialogue.
Yeah.
For them.
No development of the stories at all. It's just been physicality.
She's like, I beat you once, I'll beat you again. And it's literally just been like attack. And it's like, okay, cool. Just get to the match then. Because right now I still got Io.
Yeah.
But anything else in general from the go homes and NXT?
Well, yeah, we didn't actually touch SmackDown at all. But yeah, true. The two things that we basically didn't chew on already is their best match of the show, Rey Fenix retaining, granted predictable, but JD is like another great one.
Most underrated wrestler in the company, and I think the fans, like the diehards, know, but I think the general audience should be like, oh, JD is just, you know, the punching bag. And it's like, y'all don't realize what this man does in the ring on a weekly basis to put these niggas over.
I think that, because we just had our Uppies 2.5. I'm pretty sure I had him nominated for like worker of the year. Because it's like, yeah, we know, like, not gonna win, but yeah, it's like anytime he's in the ring,
Mortos
like small guys, yeah. You need a guy to get thrown
Mortos
around.
Will give you a bomb ass match.
Yeah,
he ain't winning.
Yeah, exactly. But he will throw your luchadors around and like spinning shit. He's gonna take all that shit great. But I'd say story wise, this actually is a new thing. Haku returns, remember? He's come back to mentor his son and his nephew. Yeah, so they're back to GOD, and they put both tag team divisions on notice, which I guess would be the Latino and the main roster. So yeah, that was cool. And Haku's there, and I'm like, nigga, this is what we've been asking for the Bloodline forever. Like,
You thought it was Rikishi, and
at first, I did. I was like, 'cause it's clearly an old Samoan.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, it's Haku. Okay.
How do you feel about them adding captions to what? Because he was just speaking English. It was just like, but I guess when they recorded it, it's like, all right.
I mean, if a dude is punch drunk, then yeah, you need captions.
Yeah.
you can't understand Muhammad Ali either. What you talking about? Like, yeah, put captions up there. Yeah. But yeah, that was the only other. So that's an interesting dynamic from WWE this week. We got Haku, the return of Haku.
But it is night one of SummerSlam in Minneapolis, Minnesota, at the U.S. Bank Stadium, Minnesota Vikings.
And this week we had some history be made.
Yes, actually, yeah.
In the
Let's
book of
get
wrestling.
to the book of wrestling. We're at the gallery. I don't want to play that video because we got time.
Yeah, which I felt like this was just appropriate because we just watched the stayed up till 6:30 watching the Dark Side of the Ring.
Mm-hmm.
But this week, I've called this Speak of the Devil. July 30th, 2005, CZW Tournament of Death 4 explicit content was held in Newcastle, Delaware. Necro Butcher was the overall winner, who we just saw in that episode of Dark Side of the Ring versus Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
And where he was awarded the CZW, the first ever CZW Ultraviolet Underground Championship belt. The matches were the whole pay-per-view this night was the tournament to crown the champion. So it was like 3 or 8 matches, but I had 4 of them up here. Necro Butcher beat Brain Damage in a Fans Bring the Weapons match. That's where he qualified. Zandig beat Toby Klein in a 2 out of 3 falls light tube log cabins match. And Nick Gage beat JC Bailey in a Panes of Glass match. And in the final, it was a triple threat. Necro Butcher beat Zandig and Nick Gage in a triple threat, ultra violent boxes, barbed wire canvas, light tubes, squared circle of fear, and whatever the fuck else is left, elimination death match.
Is that literally part of it?
That's not a joke. That's literally what the match was called. So
that's
like,
hilarious.
that's when it's just funny as shit. It's like there's no way you can go there and then be upset at what you see. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or you're not listening.
What year was that?
2005.
Okay, dope.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, Speak of the Devil. We just watched it, and I saw that it was this week. So, also, I'll run through it while you're setting up the card.
Yes, please. Thank you. I am listening.
I have some history you would probably know. Triple Champ Lance Storm. That was this week. July 31st, 2000, on WCW Nitro at the First Star Center in Cincinnati, Ohio. Lance Storm became a triple champion when he defeated Chavo Guerrero via submission for the WCW Cruiserweight Championship. He already held the United States and the Hardcore titles for WCW at that time. So he was just the mid-card tank.
Yeah, Lance Storm, again, we talk about JD McDonough's and, Beast Mortos of the world. And it's like, yeah, Dolph Ziggler's, and it's like, yeah, Lance Storm.
Yeah.
Beast.
And August 1st, 2006, called this Best in the World, and we ain't even know it. To keep it simply, it is CM Punk's WWE debut on, I guess that was on Spike Television, right? When ECW was on Spike.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and it's crazy because, like, looking back at it, he was already, a Ring of Honor underground legend, CM Punk, and, like, he's his first match.
But someone like me, I'm not really checking out Ring of Honor like that. I'm like, who's this new Punk?
Yeah,
who's this young chap?
Yeah.
Wet behind the ears, and it's like,
his first match, he's going against Justin Credible. He literally starts his career with CM Punk chants, and right now it's gonna forever be with CM Punk chants. Like, it's kind of that's kind of surreal when I look back at it. I was like, they were already chanting CM Punk, like the same way they chant CM Punk now. It's like crazy.
Like, that's the benefit of at least having some fans that actually know what the hell is happening.
Yeah,
it's like, oh damn, this is major, and I was like, y'all don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
Not like AJ Styles getting a debut at the Royal Rumble. You know what I'm saying? So, anything else?
No,
from the gallery.
That is it. That is it from the gallery.
Let's talk about tonight's one of SummerSlam. We have 6 matches on the card. I'm just finishing up night 1 right now, so we can go through it. First match we got is Liv Morgan, Io Sky for the WWE Women's Heavyweight Championship.
I feel like this might be where I feel like I'm overthinking this. because Io is clearly the best, wrestler in the company, and like,
Yeah.
and Liv hasn't defended the title at all, and I'm just like, I feel like, she just beat her, so I'm like,
You would
should
lean,
just
you would
beat
lean
her.
to Liv. You think Io would win again back to back?
Well, this is where I'm thinking about the overcooking, right? Because this is us as fans, right? I'm thinking like Io is clearly better. You know what I'm saying? We just saw her beat, like on a surface level, kids, right? Kids watching the show. Io just beat Liv, and I guess you add a dash of like, we really know like Io's really like that, and like, what is Liv doing with the title? Like, outside of just saying she's the best women's champion ever. I mean, granted, that is some heel shit to do, is just hold the title and not defend it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I mean, how much runway is on that? And really, I think my question is how far away is Stephanie Vaquer in her return? Because I mean, this was supposed to be a continuation of her and Liv. So I just don't know. This is probably the one I'm most 50-50 about on the entire card. Not a joke. Like, just because I'm like, I could see this one go either way. But because of, I guess I want to say 50-50 booking, I want to pick Liv. Because it's like, Raquel, I mean, numbers, but this isn't Raw.
I don't disagree with you. It definitely feels like it's 50-50.
But this isn't an episode of Raw, though. Like, I don't want it to, like, Roxanne and, Raquel come down, and it's just, another interference spot, which is, we can probably set our clocks to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there will be one.
I mean, I'm still pushing for the Raquel turn, or at least Raquel just won a title, so I think she's pretty firm set in the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
But maybe Roxanne turns on Liv.
Roxanne turns on Liv?
Yeah.
Oh. Maybe. But that's
I've been pushing for that for like months.
Yeah,
at least one of those two turning on Liv. But so do you have a final thought before
sure, I got
I agree with you. It is 50-50.
I got I just wonder how much longer does she hold? I don't know if we're waiting on something. Like, I don't know if we're waiting. I feel like we're clearly waiting on something. Like, it's supposed to be Stephanie. Like, that's where I'm like, do you just take it off of her? I don't know, but I'll put Liv pending right now. Like, we're not done with predictions yet, so Liv pending.
I'm not gonna second guess myself, and I'm gonna go with Io.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. I feel like I'm overcooking it, like with Liv retaining, because it's like, I mean, yeah, she could just hold the title, and I guess like they clearly have her like over. I don't know. Do you think they have Liv like higher rated, like, and the the head honchos than Io?
Yes.
Yeah, that's where I'm like,
because at least again we talk about it.
Because Io's had her
on the WWE side,
moment.
like, yes, is Io the best wrestler in the world? Does WWE recognize that?
Exactly.
And you recognize
and
that.
That's me. That's the same thing with Asuka.
They do recognize she's over, but again, I think for WWE's sake, the lack of English speaking promos, is not going to put her over as Liv. And then Liv is again a white girl from Jersey with blonde hair. Like, she's easily attracted to these young adolescent guys, white kids. Just like, oh, Liv Morgan is the hottest thing in the world, blah, blah, blah. So it's like, just easily a little bit more marketable from American audience.
Yeah, for sure.
Take it how you want it. But I would say, Liv is definitely more on than Io. More marketable, or more higher on the card.
Yeah.
Next match.
Hell in a Cell. Oh, you put CM Punk and Cody. Oba and Brock, obviously.
Oba and Brock, yes. Can you update that?
Oba.
Oba, yes, and please put that for me as well.
Yeah.
I'm still setting up the car for night 2, so I'm following along. But yeah, I mean, this has to be Oba. This is Brock's retirement. He's home in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
This is the third match between them, so 1-1 each way. It has to be Oba.
Yeah.
If it's not Oba, then they fucked up.
What are we doing?
They fucked up.
Yeah. Street fight for the undisputed. Oh, it's a street fight. I guess that was what was.
I think that was just at it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. For the undisputed title, CM Punk versus Cody. I think I got a boring.
This is a 50-50.
I think I might have a boring card.
50-50.
Oh yeah, it is a 50-50. I think I might have a boring card because like I feel. I mean, Liv and Io is the most 50-50 thing on here to me, but I think I got Punk just retaining. So I'm thinking about this. I mean, I guess this
how does he retain? Is it just a clean match and it's just the best between
it's a clean match. No, you know when you have a fucking ribeye steak, all you need is salt and pepper, bro. Like don't overthink it. Put some butter and basil. You know what I'm saying? Don't overthink it. Like I'm just saying that's what CM Punk is. Like he's best at like not all the shenanigans and shit. Like we just saw him at WrestleMania, which is our other match of the year contender because of the fucking acting and heart and shit in it, and his body giving out against Roman. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
just think that like if
there's gonna be some storytelling in this fucking match.
Okay,
for sure.
and I've been influenced because I think I read a Bleacher Report article, maybe like saying like, what if this is Cody's WrestleMania 17, where like Austin turns heel, and sides with like the company, or just feeling like like
even
what am I without this title? And I need to go. I like Austin said to Rock, I need the WWE title more than anything in the world. I'll do anything for it, effectively to that phrasing. But basically, like, I team up with this man, my mortal enemy, to get this title back. And Cody finally turns heel after 4 years of being a clean-cut babyface.
With the lack of authority figures, or in that way. I mean, as far as Cody is a clean-cut babyface. I mean, literally just a low blow. Cody getting on his knees and low blowing, a low blowing CM Punk like the way that Heyman did. That's gonna be the fucking. Everybody's gonna be like, oh, boo! Like that's gonna be a huge boo spot for sure. Yeah, that'd be crazy. I got Punk defending right now.
I'm gonna go with Cody. No, see, because like as much as they say like Cody's the one turning heel, maybe Punk turns heel.
I'm just thinking of them straight up. Like, I mean, just because they're both, wrestlers who are their characters. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's like, this is another one.
I feel like there's something like.
There's got to be an extra element. I understand what you mean.
It's not gonna end in just a regular like.
Yeah, you think it'll be an extra element too.
Yeah, it's not an AEW match. Or even if you might get a clean match, maybe something at the end.
I mean, Roman and CM Punk was clean.
Because you don't need anything else from it.
You don't need nothing else for Cody. You don't need anything else for Cody and CM Punk. That's it. Salt, pepper, and butter, bro. Like, like. We don't need a bunch of they don't got like allies on either side. You know what I'm saying? So the only thing that you would have is, like you said, some type of character change in the match. But yeah, I mean, but that's not. I don't think that's not overcooking something. I'm thinking of like the street fight element is just adding the blood that's gonna be busted open by somebody. Somebody's bleeding in this match probably. Maybe. I'm just saying.
I don't know. I think there's gonna be blood in the Hell in a Cell match.
It's more likely in this one. Oh, you know, Cody would love to bleed for SummerSlam. He's like, please. But yeah, who you got though?
I'll go with Punk.
Punk?
Yeah, okay. I'll go with Punk. Like, I'm not gonna overthink it, but I do think there's gonna be some storyline consequences that come from these matches.
You had Io, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. LA Knight, Solo, and Royce Keys versus the Bloodline.
The Bloodline.
Yep, that's the same thing I got.
Again, if there's any, if Cody, well, these are I'm assuming these matches are not listed correctly as far as like
the
order.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if Solo ended up rejoining the Bloodline by the end of the night. or at least by night 2, because
Yeah.
Seth and Roman is on night 2. But I wouldn't be surprised if Solo rejoined the Bloodline after tonight.
Gunther versus Nick Aldis.
I want to go Gunther. No, yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Gunther, even though like I kind of want to pick Nick Aldis.
Yeah, I want to too, but they know that
I think there's.
the
I think that
WWE fans didn't watch NWA.
if I had to get my Brian Windhorse, like why would they do that?
Mm-hmm.
I think we're eventually gonna get Adam Pearce.
Hopefully, yeah, that's the
And
matchup we want.
I think Adam Pearce costs Nick Aldis this match.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun. I mean, not for nothing. Like, yeah, you hate him as a general manager, but that's some great like general manager.
He's
booking.
taking over SmackDown.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's some great booking for like, to make your champion defend over here and lose it. So I said I like it. It's funny because they'll say, "Oh, this was actually our main storyline the entire time."
Yeah, we were planning this. You didn't even know. It's like, get out of here. Get out of here.
And then lastly up here we got Bella Twins and Paige versus Fatal Influence.
Lastly, is that all the entire card?
Yeah, that's all you got up there. 6 matches.
Oba, I'm sorry, I'm filling out my card. I thought you were gonna help me, man.
I was filling out your card. It is updated.
Oh, I'm okay. It wasn't on my side.
Oh, okay.
My bad. Fatal Influence. Well, this is Nikki's first match back, but again, I'm thinking I already have like 3. This will be my 3rd heel turn. But I'm gonna stick.
He's like, man, switch it up. Change these characters up.
Fuck it. If this is the SummerSlam of WrestleMania of the summer, of the WrestleMania of the summer, why not? Nikki just came back. They don't need Paige.
Yeah.
Just get your little self out of here,
Paige.
and then you call up Tatum Paxley and Paige versus the Bellas. Use your third eye. Man. Use your third eye, boy.
I just realized that at my booking, what I booked is all like I guess, with the exception of Oba, because Oba's not a heel. I got all heels right now. I'm like, dang, I got a real heel heavy card on this.
Hey, it's night 1.
Yeah,
it's night 1. It's not the entire card. So
sure, but I'm just still like, dang.
How many differences do we have on night 1?
Just 1.
We disagree on Liv and Io. You got Fatal Influence?
I hadn't answered yet, but that's why I was saying that, because I was like, dang, I'm like, where's my happy moment?
You know got 3 Hall of Famers versus the newbies.
Yeah,
and they have the title, so them losing.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything. Yeah.
I see. I'm not gonna actually. I'm gonna go to the Bellas and the
yeah.
Bellas and Paige.
Oh, that's probably what I'm gonna do, but.
And watch a fucking turn happen, and I should have been. I knew it. These niggas are listening.
Right.
But I'm gonna split my opinion. The Bellas and Paige retain or win this because Fatal Influence has a title.
Yeah, they have the title. It doesn't mean anything because that's where
maybe afterwards you build a storyline of like who's gonna fight for them, Nikki or Paige, and Bree's caught in the middle, and she's gotta like
I like Adam Pearce causing it. I mean, granted, I was a pick Gunther anyway, but I like that. Adam Pearce causing Nick Aldis to lose. Yeah, I'm gonna go. No, Bellas and Paige is easy because I was just like looking at my overall.
Or
she's fine. But no, I'm going Bellas and Paige.
Okay, so one difference on night 1.
Yeah, it's just if we're I guess this is. I guess I'm pending a like Liv retains and then we just hear Stephanie's music or something. I don't know.
Yeah, there's been predictions that Stephanie might return.
I'm just talking about.
There's been rumors that Randy and Kevin Owens. Maybe not tonight, but Kevin Owens came out. It was put on Wrestling News that he's due to be back very soon, and as is Randy Orton. So maybe it's tonight, tomorrow. Who knows? I don't know where they would interfere themselves in. Maybe Kevin Owens and Sammy and Finn Balor's match, and then Randy Orton and Cody and Punk.
Who's the top heel on Raw? The women's heel on Raw, not Liv.
You asked me this. I guess,
Becky,
but Becky. She's not on TV right now. No, it's Maxine.
Well, I mean, Becky can come back anytime. I'm just thinking.
Yeah. I mean,
you want to see Becky and Io for Mania?
Didn't we already get that?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm good. I'm good on my predictions. I'm locking in.
I'm locking in for night one as well.
But it's just that I'm thinking because the long term.
It's like,
all right, where are we going?
We agree. I'm just adding a lot more salt. Like, it's funny. We agree on our picks as far as like the overall outcome of the match, but I just added a lot of sauce as far as just like, yeah, there's a turn here, there's a turn here, and whatnot. So night one, only thing we differ on is Io and Liv, but everything else, Nova's getting his win against Brock. Punk retains against Cody. The Bloodline get the win over LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, and Royce Keys. And Gunther gets the win over Nick Aldis, and the Bellas and Page get the win over Fatal.
Last bit, just because I got to do the research. The other one of our other rules for predictions is like, what's the last thing that happened?
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna check Raw, see if there was there a live in EO segment.
I can't recall.
I can't recall either. But I mean, either way, I'm 50. I'm locked in. But I mean, I'm just like, who's standing tall at the end? Maxie and Javon, Judgment Day. Okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Io came down during the match.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
During
the IC match. Yeah, so it was more of a scrap. They did
and that's been the last 2 weeks. Like they haven't again.
It's been the same.
It's just been like them just brawling, and it's just like there's
Io's
really no
tonight.
dialogue.
I'm about to just give you this point back. Io's winning tonight. But you put up night 2 up there?
Yeah, you say you switch?
No, I can't.
Okay.
I'm just saying that you're gonna win tonight because it's a mistake.
I hope so.
Because it's a mistake.
We might end up a draw because again, Roman versus Seth for the World Heavyweight Championship. I'm going down with the ship. The band was playing while the ship went down. Yeah. I know Seth is not winning this match. He is not. I don't give a fuck. I'm going with my guy. Yeah. Seth Rollins over Roman Reigns. Yeah. I think it's probably better for Seth Rollins for Roman Reigns to be like, yo, like Rhea Ripley can't beat Io Sky. This dude can't beat Roman Reigns unless he goes to like some supremely dark place or he gets his family back or whatever it is. But you like. Again, we talk about Roman. Is he a heel? Is he a face? And how the crowd responds to him. And it's like, technically he's a heel, but he's not getting cheered as a face. Not as a heel. He's getting cheered as a face. And so it's like, you need to be a little bit more definitive. And I think if you create a spiral of like, this dude he can't beat Seth Rollins. That is his ultimate rival.
Yeah.
And he's not going to get right until he gets his full family back. Interesting. Rather than just Roman just kind of exercising his demons. So it's like, okay, cool. But yeah, I'm going with the band. The band's going down.
Mm-hmm.
Seth Rollins. You got Chad Gable, and as do I, winning his first singles gold on the main roster against Penta, and probably a show stealer of a match. What is the most show stealer match of potential? And the entire night 1 and night 2. I think the other top competitor is Finn Balor, Sami Zayn.
Yeah, let me look at night 1. I mean, Cody and Punk.
How much is that wrestling, and how much is that story?
I mean, it's gonna be. I mean, they're both the S tier of both, so that's what I think it's gonna be. I mean, this is hopefully his Mania, the same thing. Like I said, him and Roman just did. As I said, don't just let them go paint their picture, man. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Like, probably that one. I could see that being a match of the year contender.
Women's ladder match 5-way for the interim WWE Championship. Stephanie Stratton, Jade Cargill, Chelsea Green, Charlotte Flair, and the last participant who won her qualifying match on Friday Night SmackDown against Julia, who gave expletive rants about just being frustrated. Apparently, I didn't watch it, but that's just things that have been thrown on the internet. Rumors, not rumors, but news.
Yeah.
Lash Legend, who you got? Charlotte.
Yeah.
Charlotte's got beef with Jade, so I feel like they can cancel each other out.
I would love for Chelsea to win. 2-belt Tiffany.
She ain't got a belt right now.
She's the U.S. champion.
She's not.
Tiffany Stratton is the U.S. champion.
Is she?
Yes.
Oh, damn. Again, just guess she's not defending it like that. But again, if I'm that thrown off, I'm like,
That's a women's mid card.
I have not seen her with the belt, I feel like. But I'm gonna go Chelsea.
That'd be awesome, dude. Please let Chelsea win.
I hope she's probably.
Please let Chelsea win.
She's gonna probably take the bump.
Oh man, I'll be so happy to be wrong about that. That'd be awesome.
She's probably gonna take the bump, but I wouldn't be surprised if Jade and Charlotte cancel themselves out. Tiffany and Lash build up a rivalry, and that just leaves Chelsea to just pull it out.
Yeah, that's fair. Human Money's on a pole match. Winner keeps $100,000. Danhausen. Yeah, don't mess with a good thing. Danhausen.
Show stealer potential of the night. Number 1 contender match for the WWE Undisputed Championship. Sami Zayn, Finn Balor.
Finn?
I'm gonna go Finn as well. Again, we talked about potentially a Kevin Owens return or maybe Sami Zayn.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about that. Yeah, you just mentioned that. That'd be dope.
It's again storyline, long-term storyline. Sammy feeling like he's been cheated out of his opportunities continues, and Finn Balor again, kind of like Rusev. I'm like, quality contender. Is he gonna win it? I hope he does.
Yeah.
But how many times are we gonna run back the storylines like I won the Universal title, had to relinquish it after one day, and never got a chance to get it back, and it's just like, yeah, but like you can't be saying that storyline 5 times already, and you still not getting it because you fought Roman for it, and you brought the Demon back and all that. It's like, okay, but like you still haven't won it back. So what does that say? So I think he's gonna have the opportunity, but you're gonna do it at a pay-per-view where it's like, yeah, you're clearly not winning.
Yeah.
So Finn Balor.
Yeah. WWE United States Championship, Trick versus Baron Corbin.
I want to say, I'm just annoyed that Carmelo got kicked out of this, and I'm
position?
like,
yeah, I feel like
this should have been at least a triple threat.
This should be Carmelo versus Trick.
It should be Carmelo versus Trick, but like this is what even if you were bringing back Baron Corbin, why is this not a triple threat?
Yeah. I'm disappointed in because it's like this.
And that's why it makes me think, I'm like, is Carmelo going to be tight and like interfere?
He got benched
and cause Baron Corbin this match and Trick Williams retain? This is Baron Corbin's first match back.
Yeah, exactly, at SummerSlam.
I think I'm gonna go I think Melo is gonna be tight and is gonna be like, you can't just be coming out of nowhere and come taking my spot.
Trick Melo gang still goes back to NXT, basically.
I don't think Melo teams up with Trick, but
I know, but I'm just saying that loosely.
Yeah. I think Melo should be tight about this and coming after Baron Corbin, and you get a rivalry between them to determine the number 1 contender. So I'm gonna go Trick. I'm
gonna pick Trick, and there's only one reason why. It's because he just got that legacy title, and I can't see Baron Corbin holding that strap up. So it's like he's gonna come out there with the white fur and shit. I'm like, that even Baron Corbin holding that title when he first returned was funny to me. Like, that's literally the only reason why.
Yeah, it's only been on sale for 2 weeks, unless you want to make it like a limited edition.
So now, if Trick does not come out with the fur belt, I'll know that we picked wrong. Basically, if we see the original title again, because he should come out with the all white. But yeah, I'm going Trick too. All right,
so we have 2 differences, so we could end up with a tie in this on night 2. I got Seth. I'm going down with the ship, even though I know he's going to probably lose. And I got the surprise Chelsea Green.
Amazing.
Interim WWE champion.
That's all. That's automatically Uppy. That's Uppy winning something. That's winning something.
Her at the top of that ladder.
Not everybody.
Like, the pure shock and joy of winning that title.
Not everybody gets a WrestleMania moment.
Yeah.
But there's other places you can have them. You know what I'm saying? Her husband had it at Money in the Bank. So it's like SummerSlam is, biggest party of the summer. So, or second biggest show of the year. So if you can't get it at Mania, yeah, I can see Chelsea ain't getting that moment. But yeah, she's going to get a shock. Holy shit. Like, this will be the highlight of her career.
That is it for our night 1 and 2 predictions for SummerSlam. Tonight one starts in about 30 minutes. We'll be tuning into that. Any champions of the week for you? I know
us just getting to the end of back-to-back pay-per-view weeks in this dry-ass summer.
Yeah.
But none realistically, no.
We got at least we got Heat Wave coming up at some point, and we also got the big one to end the summer All In. So
yeah. I was thinking, what's the big one? I was really like, I was thinking WWE though.
Yeah,
like,
no. That's tonight.
What's after what Survivor Series is?
Royal Rumble.
No, that's not next. After
you said after WWE.
Series. No, I mean, all right, I didn't finish my thought. I guess what's after SummerSlam? My bad.
Money in the Bank.
Yeah, okay.
And it's either Money in the Bank or
that's
Clash.
Right, they moved that.
No, I think Money in the Bank's in October, and I think a Clash in
October now. What the fuck?
I think Clash in something is in September, wherever they're clashing at.
Yeah,
but maybe don't they have Crown Jewel?
Clash is like
Crown
May.
Jewel is like in November. Oh yeah, well, don't they have like a international? No, May is Backlash.
Okay, I don't know. Well, it's funny because like obviously Backlash used to be fucking like February.
Yeah.
Like
Backlash has always been May.
Or no.
Backlash has always been after WrestleMania.
Okay.
It's like April, May.
I'm thinking No Way Out.
Yeah,
that's what
No
I'm
Way
thinking.
Out.
Yeah.
But that is it.
Yep. Follow us here on this YouTube channel. Tap in with us next week on episode 109. We'll see y'all.
Peace.